And g'day everybody, and how you going? New project. Now this project is for the Dread Arcana competition created by the Grimdark Trials. I'll put links down below to all of their stuff. Also, like I post up, this is sort of in association with Conclave Obscura. They're another great miniature creating group that they have a Discord and everything. I'm probably going to post up all the work in progresses and everything there of this. But yeah, I thought I'd better make a video for YouTube as well. So this is the card I got, essentially, that everybody was could apply to the competition, and then you'd be given a card from the tarot based on the Ars Goetia, and of course there was rules to like height and base size and everything like that. And I got Astaroth, the King of Pentacles. This was quite freaky for me, as I had just watched on a channel on here. Go check them out. They're called Pantheon Mythology. And I just watched a video about the demon Astaroth and the fact that Astaroth was originally Iana or Iana, and throughout the centuries and millennia and everything had gone and become Astra and Ishtar and Astarte, and then eventually was changed from a female goddess of, you know, a queen of heaven or the queen of heaven to basically, you know, becoming a male figure and then being changed into a demon. And as a female figure as well, she was also Solomon, and many Hebrew people, you know, worshipped her. Solomon built a temple in her name, apparently. Again, all this is whatever. And then, yeah, it took worship of a Christian faith god, or a monotheistic god, if you want to put it like that, to change a rival god into a demon, as it, you know, all religions tend to do. This is not a go at anybody's religion or anything like that. This is just stating historical fact. But yes, I wanted to honor the fact that Astaroth was originally female. So in that pursuit, as you can see, I have done a half male, half female character. You have the feminine side on the left, or with their right, and then the male demon King of Pentacle sort of character on the left, or their left, or our right, if we're looking at them. As you know, Iana will, of course, as I've drilled a hole here, that's not for a nipple, that is for a snake that will be coming out, as Astaroth is clutching a snake. So take them out. Also, looking at this, it was also to anybody who's into looking in, like, I've always thought the weird and wonderful stuff should inform when you design and to create things and so on. And I quite often listen to mythology and the historical things. I love the change of ideas that we've gone throughout the centuries and millennia and stuff. But the things I love to listen to as well is the change of ideas and alchemical ideas and stuff like that. So also I was listening to the channel, which name has just escaped me. Anyway, they were talking about of course, the combination of male and female. So the alchemical rebus, the idea of a male and female being joined together to create the perfect being. And Astaroth, in the demon form, offers you knowledge. If you look at him through a coin, or sorry, not a coin, a ring. Hint, hint. You can then bind him to give you knowledge, and the knowledge that Astaroth offers is not only, well, it's not knowledge necessarily about you or your pursuits. It is in all things, both creative of the world and the world's destruction, the fall of the angels, everything. It's not necessarily something you'd want to hear, but once you learn everything, you learn all the secrets, you know. So yeah, this was just the idea of the combination of the divine masculine and feminine, or the divine feminine with the demonic masculine. And I tried to keep this robe as intact as possible, this robe as intact as possible, and this stuff will be covered with a cloth. Again, I want to keep the feet, as Astaroth has claws, so to have the idea that as the demonhood has taken over, that Iana has lost, you know, well, she does have bird features of her own in her own mythos, and of course, being that the King of Pentacles, I will have this. I got this 3D crown, 3D printed crown, excuse me, from from a local miniature 3D printer called Miniature Horde. I've spoken about them before in other videos. I buy from them all the time because my 3D printer bit the dust. The last thing I got out was actually this little feathered little thing. As you can see, I took the feathers as being Iana's sort of crown that she once wore, symbol of a divinity, and of course it's broken. There is chipping and stuff on it. I'll probably weather it up. The idea that she is no longer what she used to be. This will of course be like, I've got to do a little bit more to this to make it a bit more rounded and not so pointy, unlike this one. This is fine being quite aggressive and pointy. Again, this will be probably there, kind of like as a little homage to Hellboy, I suppose. Get my chunky finger out of the way there. Yeah, little homage to Hellboy as well. You know, this King of Pentacles. You know, you could say that the crown itself could be the horns. I don't know. It may go there. It may not. We'll see how but we'll see how I feel about it. I keep saying we when I do these videos, and I mean the royal we, as in you and I watching, and I feel stupid every time I say it, because I don't go over that kind of thing. And of course the wings, originally I was going to buy feathered wings, but I had so much trouble finding wings that weren't too big, that and then couldn't find ones that were big enough. So again, looking through bits boxes, I found these ones in the Stormcast set, and I thought, well, Iana's got, you know, divine things. She's also a war goddess. She's sort of a goddess of, you know, juxtaposition. I always have trouble saying that word. Where there is a you know, she is a war goddess, but she's also a goddess of motherhood and birth and so on. So I'm just going to bring a light around here so it's a bit better. There we go. So the idea of it having both this beautiful golden light sort of thing put it down, as well as these flames, I think subtly fits. And again, I'm going to probably chip it a bit away, weather it. As you can see, I've used my, just subtly bent it so that it's, looking like there's, bits that are already broken by accident and whatnot. But yeah, I like that will be her wing. As you can see, I've just used a lot of milliput to make the muscle on the demonic side be a lot more aggressive and more overemphasized. And that was the thing too, I had to overemphasize it because the original miniature, which I had a long time trying to find some miniature as a base. I tried to get stuff 3D printed, but you can't get like a physical male form that's around this sort of size anywhere. Just a physical male form as a blank template that you could, say, pose. So it's something that I'm going to probably look into when I start, because I do have plans to start 3D modeling again. I have been not for a long time, but I have been trained to be able to use Maya. I want to get back into 3D modeling, and I want to do things that can just have a physical blank of both a male and a female character that I could use to build upon and kit bash upon. Is just going to be something that's going to be great. And again, I'm not a huge fan of I like kit bashing. 3D modeling is definitely great, but I like the physical sort of touch and feel of kit bashing and modeling stuff. Always have. Anyway, but yeah, this actual miniature that I had to get from Games Workshop, I got no chance of trying to pronounce this name, so I'm not going to give it a shot. As you can see, the quite dramatic change, excuse me, in the design. The hardest thing was, of course, removing all these scarring tattoos. They are quite difficult to remove. This head, like the sort of jaws that here we go, are actually just around it. Luckily, they aren't on the head, so you can simply remove it. And then, you can easily remove the nose ring and the forehead scarring, and this whole character at the back here is not attached. So make things a hell of a lot easier. And all these blades and everything, of course, aren't attached. And yeah, it was, and all these, like the necklace and the moon piece, everything will be coming in handy. Even this female character, somewhere along the line, she will come in handy later. Even the weapon, even though I've hacked it up to use the arms and stuff, the head of this axe is going to come in handy somewhere. This is a special order too from Games Workshop. You can't just go buy it in the shop, so you have to specially order it. But taking that, I did start out with before I get back to the wings, I did start out with an idea, like a drawing. Forget all these notes here and stuff. I totally just ignored them by the time I got the mini, because I was so far behind. Yeah, so the idea being that, again, the wings, the idea of the combination of male and female, yeah. So it all started again with an image. The snake, as I said, is what we're going to be working on today. And I'll probably keep doing updates like this that are going to be a project update more than a blow-by-blow update. And so this other wing, I've ended up creating a slot. I'm going to focus a slot for it, and it just got to get it just between the feet, foots, between the toes there, and then it will pop in. Sorry. Anyway. Oh, bugger. Anyway, it does pop in, but... oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, here we go. We're getting a... bring it down and back so you guys can see. Getting a far better look. And then, of course, this one, which I might have to replace that bit of wire for a longer bit of wire, but there, you're getting a far more, yeah, angel and demon look. Yeah. So there will be, again, gotta add, do the snake is next, adding cloth. These wings are not attached because I've made the mistake of attaching wings before or whatever, and then having them in the way. Even this might be in the way. The pentacle, but this pentacle will need to be cleaned up a bit. As you can see, it's a bit rough. But I wanted him to be holding a pentacle as he was. This male side is the king of pentacles. He's going to be holding it as a symbol of his power. And yeah, the idea again of Iana, I didn't want to do much to the face, so I'm going to have a lot of, as you can see, bring the drawing back, a lot of the features obscured by using long hair, and the male hair will be behind the face, and on top of the head, the female hair will be obscuring a lot of her, as if she is diminished. Do I have the... So I'm just looking for the stuff I use as hair. If I can find it. Anyway, it's essentially like long swamp grass from Green Stuff World, that you can just trim up. Give me 1 second here. I'll see if I can find it. Where'd you go? Sorry about this. 1 second. Always when you're trying to find something. No, it's run away. Oh, there we go. Found it. Yeah, so this kind of stuff. So I actually have this is the green. There's actually a green and a yellow I've got. I ended up using some of it on my my Grimdark Sauron. If you have a look at that, there is a bit of the yellow on the back of his head as a sort of blonde hair that is being burnt up. So yeah, but again, making it, you know, a long sort of demonic looking character. As I said, the snake is next, and whether I actually, like the big whip here, whether I heat that up in some boiling hot water and use some of that, or so it's got some texture on it. Or again, bend some wire, make a snake. But yeah, that's where we're at. Of course, the description of Astaroth as a demon is that he is standing upon the back of a lupine winged beast. So, excuse me, for one of my other projects, I've just finished a Guts miniature from Wargame exclusive that I actually bought. They didn't send that. They didn't send that to me. I actually bought that mini, where the Hornets I won in a competition, and that's why I'm painting those up. So this is the wings for Griffith. I should say I'm making a demon 40k demon prince of Griffith or Femto, and I used the wings of a fell beast from Lord of the Rings as, you know, he's right behind me here. I've put him aside at the moment just to work on this one, but yeah. So yeah, as you can see, the using Sigvald, or is it Sigvald? Yeah, as the base, and yeah, I'll have to get some more of the Tamiya or even green stuff epoxy to fill this in. I'll be using guitar wire and stuff too to create the sort of spine here to fill up this back bit of the shield, so give it, sorry, shield, back bit, as there is sort of this spine if you have a look at the Griffith statues and stuff, and of course making the helmet and everything. I was beaten to the punch. If you go look on Instagram, I've forgotten the name of the someone actually beat me to the punch and used the exact same mini, but they didn't do Femto with the wings out. They did him standing right, just with the wings together, and his wings down, as he is in his sort of classic stance. If you give me 1 second, I'll actually tell you who it was. They're one of the miniature painting companies. I think they're in Grey Tide Studios, if not anything. Oh, you're gonna work for me here? Sorry, I'm just on my iPad, just grabbing it. Where is it? It disappeared. It's disappeared. I'm sorry about that. That was... Oh, there it is. Yeah. It was actually Siege Studios, excuse me. Siege had beat me to it. I'll actually just bring the iPad over, you can see. So this is a shout out to them. Yeah, you can see they beat me to it. Literally the month I was making this thing. But my one's going to be... Whoopsie. Yeah, my one's wings open and up, challenging Guts, and of course having his sword to a fight. And yeah, I'm probably not going to do the hands. I like the sort of normal physical hands, but the and I'm going to actually make the armor and stuff. The bird feet, I'm umming and ahhing about. I think they're a bit too big. Yeah, but we'll see. Anyway, that's a later project, but again, you know, the base is what I've kept to use, as you know, there's again rules to this competition, and the single mini. Oops, sorry, I'm turning you weirdly because you're plugged in. The single mini had to be on a certain size base, and this one's I think a 60mm. I think the size had to require to be on a no bigger than a 75, I think, for a single mini. And as I said, Astaroth is actually on the back of a lupine dragon, I think it's sort of described. So this space, he'll probably, well, what I'm going to have to do is sculpt some kind of wolf head or something, I guess, or giant demon that he's going to be standing on top of here. You won't be able to see the wings and stuff, but the idea that this guy is standing upon something. If not, then it might be something else. But for now, that's, you know, again, this is all about, you don't have to if you've got stuff, think about it. Like with the wings, you don't have to go out. Oh, keep moving this bloody thing. I'm just going to unplug it. Anyway, if you've got things, you don't have to go out and spend more money. Please, like, do look into your bits boxes. Do look into the stuff you've already got before you go out and spend hundreds of dollars on bloody kits and stuff to get a single piece. Again, like the horn is from that Griffith Sigvald mini. Occasionally you will have to, buy minis like this one for the base and stuff. But all the bits and things that are going on top of this, they're all being taken from things that I've already got. The feet, like the bird feet from a Stormcast that I've gotten out of magazines and things. This is something that I was 3D printing for another project before my 3D printer died. All the putty and stuff are things that I've just generally got and I can get locally. Plasticard as well, got it locally. This is all, you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to do this stuff. But yes, anyway, so that's where I'm at with current stuff. You may be seeing a lot more after this one. They're doing a lot more miniature painting because I've got a back catalogue of stuff I want to work on. I've got a few minis that I really, really want to paint. And if other competitions come up, I may pursue them. I may actually not. Just depends on how I feel. This one's just one that I enjoy. I entered Grimdark Compendium's Black Chalice. They'll have another one coming up soon, probably, once Black Chalice round 2's finished. And then... Oh, I do have another big build, actually. So I'll probably paint a few minis, get them completely out of the way. The Hornets and stuff, and at least got another 2. One of them is, again, like Guts, another favorite character of mine. You know what, I'm just going to grab it. You guys can see it. Why not? But before I show that, I'll keep talking. So yeah, there is another big build that I'll probably film to make a multi-part series. Hopefully that will be the next sort of thing to do. But before I do that, I've just got a few sort of one-off minis that I want to paint up, and that, of course, this will be the priority for now over the next coming weeks, as I said, to finish. Within August. And also, I haven't said it, I have a job 3 days a week, so that of course takes priority as well. And doing this kind of thing. And it's winter at the moment, it's absolutely freezing here out in the van. That's also why I'm filming here inside for once. But this mini, again, I'm going to show off here. This is from I've forgotten the miniature company now. Oh, I'm going to kick myself. Anyway, I'll put the link down below. But this is Elric of Malibane. As you can see, I was running out of white spray and I thinned it, and I thinned it way too much. But yes, one of my favorite literary characters, Elric, from Elric of Malibane, and the Eternal Champion saga from Michael Moorcock. If you're an Elric fan, I do suggest getting this mini. He's been pinned and everything. It's going to kick me right now. I'm kicking myself for not remembering where this mini is from. And you know what? I'm just going to find out. Because I refuse to not give this company credit for this beautiful mini. Give me 1 second here, because I am nothing. You're not wanting to give somebody credit. Oh gosh, I've forgotten. I hate it whenever you try to look for something. You know what, I'll pause you and just give me 1 second. Okay, he's from Westphalia Miniatures. He's the sickly dragon lord. And I accidentally broke his sword while I was moving him. Oh well. Such is life. I'll fix it and pin it so that it'll never break again. And yeah, I'll finish all this stuff and keep working on this. The snake and everything will come next, as I've said. And yeah, thanks for watching as always. Check me out on Instagram and everything. That's mainly where I've been posting stuff lately. I'm going to try to start looking at probably live streaming on TikTok and stuff. Trying to do some kind of setup like this where you can see what I can see and try to work with you in front of me. But right now this is a very jank setup. I need like a small camera stand or something, because this is, you know, as you can see, fairly hodgepodge. But yeah, once again, thank you for watching and cheers, and I'll see you around the bend.